Hi guys. Right, are we live? Let's have a look. Right, 1 second, guys. Bear with me. Right. Uh, who have we got in? Right, 1 second. Messages are coming in. Okay, guys. Right, here we go. So big news out this afternoon. Hey Gundov, how you doing? We've current chart we're looking at here is the DAX. But if we have a look at the DAX, you see gold has broken out of highs, DAX has broken out of support, NASDAQ has broken out of support. This is all on the back of Donald Trump saying he's going to apply um, a 50% tariff on the EU. Anything that's made and manufactured in the US, there'll be no tariff. And on the back of that, we've just seen the markets absolutely melt, or in gold's case, shoot off. So, looking at the Nasdaq, right, for the rest of the day anyway, while we're going to be on live stream, going to look for shorts. So we need to see some kind of retracement. Saying that. Structure here on the 1 hour. I can't see. I wouldn't really want to be looking at buys. I think any kind of failed move, so any type of inside candle, any sort of failed continuation will be an opportunity to sell. Hi, Cool G, Billy Dunlop, Top G, Vincent. Oh, continued and go like, what's the what is going on there? Dave, DMV, Danny, Vincent, how are we doing, guys? So yeah, like I said, we're looking at potential opportunities. So we're gonna have to reanalyze the charts because they blasted through all our price points and hit targets, etc. So now, if we're just looking at gold, after Trump's most recent announcement, this was our previous structure here, right? So that was our previous structure. Markets just blitzed through it. So now what we're looking for are BPC trades. We want to see the market pull back. We want to see sellers come in. As soon as we get buyers come back into the market, then we'll, hey P, how are we doing? Harry, uh, what's this? Sharoz invites you to co-host. Not quite sure what that is. So sorry Sharoz, I'll just decline that for now because I'm on YouTube. So I can't really focus too much on TikTok, but we're looking at, let me just move this up a little bit so you can get, that's probably a bit better. So yeah, we're looking for the market to just have a little bit of a correction on gold, so that we can look for opportunities to buy. Um, Most recent resistance, this is what we broke out of. We've had a big impulse move higher. Mario, how we doing? Annie K, how we doing? So yeah, like I said, we're just going to wait for market to pull back, then we'll be a buyer. DAX looking for more shorts, NASDAQ looking for more shorts. Just got to be patient. Unfortunately, you can't do much about it when the market goes without you. You know, if you knew that Trump was going to announce 50% tariffs on the EU or say it from the 1st of June, you'd have been short this morning on the markets in anticipation of the announcement. However, we didn't know. So This is why we are sat here waiting for our opportunity. Any bullish or inside candle, I will sell the low of. We're just gonna sit tight and wait. Um, Gold is pushing again. Don't really want to. If we'd taken the low out of this candle, I wouldn't mind buying the high. But as it stands right now, I'm not going to do anything just yet with gold. The opportunity is being and passed. Um, for those of you that were looking at the charts as it broke higher, this candle here, as it created a bottom wick, as soon as it broke the high, that was a nice little buy to continue the move. Mm, yeah, I'm bullish this market, guys. I am bullish this market. I think I'm only looking for buys, unless obviously there's a shift in sentiment or Trump's comes out and there's sort of no meaning to what he said about the 50% tariffs, which I doubt he's going to say that. So yeah, uh, we're just looking for buys. Buys on buys on gold. We're looking for sells on the DAX. So any rotation higher. So like I said, if we get we've got 5 minutes left of this candle. If this swipe, what's it saying? 24 new messages. Uh, TikTok shop, how we doing, Cheryl? Uh, Hi, ethical hackers investigating the current TikTok digital marketing scam. Can we interview you? Um, I'm not sure what use I would be for interviewing, to be fair, but you can drop me a message. Only thing I look at is gold, NASDAQ, and the DAX. So if that's going to be anything that you think is going to be worthwhile for an interview, then sure, I don't mind having a look. Right, bullish candle in the process here on the DAX. We don't have one on the NASDAQ. So the DAX, if this closes like this in 4 minutes, I'm going to place a sell stop underneath the low of this candle. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing. Going to sit tight and wait for the candle to close. We've got 3.5 minutes. If it closes bullish, we'll be selling underneath the low of the 15-minute candle. When I say we, I mean me, and then obviously anyone else that likes the look of it, by all means, it's up to you if that's something you're going to do. But this is just, I'm showing you what I'm doing from an educational standpoint. Um, any trades that you do take, guys, are taken at your own risk. So don't try and copy lot sizes. Don't try and copy anything unless you are sure about what you are doing. Okay? Trading is risky. It carries financial risk. Therefore, you have to be certain about what you're doing. If there's any doubts, then do not place any trades. Pull and send TikTok universe to. I'm not sure what that means. So yeah, Matt, Jan, how are we doing, guys? Um, Quiet on YouTube, guys. What's happening on YouTube? Why are we so quiet today? 2 minutes left for the DAX. To be fair, we can look at we could also look at a buy on gold, I think. Um, I'm gonna go with the DAX short. So I'll move my cursor in a minute so you can see, but we'll let the candle close. And after this candle closes, we're going to switch over to MetaTrader where we're going to place a sell stop underneath the low of this bullish candle. Guys, who's on YouTube? You're very quiet. Anna Gandav, Lisa, anyone else? All right, let's uh, let's flip over to this one now while we sit here. All right. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go to the DAX. There we go. Okay, open calc, switch. Market pending. Okay, so orders are there. I'm actually going to place that order now because it's not going to trigger in. You missed the DAX with milliseconds. Oh, let me change the screen for. Ooh, sugar. 1 second. Need to delete that. That was the wrong load. There we go. That's better. Switch. Okay, open trade. There we go. Now, if it continues higher and closes bullish, then I'll cancel this order and we'll wait for sellers to re-engage. So this order is only going to be open for this trade, okay? Just for this candle. So as you can see on YouTube, guys, right now we've got a sell stop underneath the bullish candle, we've got a stop loss above the bullish 15-minute candle. This trade will only be active for the next 15 minutes. If it hasn't triggered in the next 15 minutes, I will cancel the order. Okay, so cancel the order if it's not been activated in the next 15 minutes. Who's that? Hi Mark, I missed the DAX with milliseconds. I was working out on my checklist and risk calculations. Got in gold, ready for break even. I will hold and add if possible. Futures plunge after Trump threatens 25% tariff on Apple and 50% on Europe. Bonds and bullion bid. Okay. What's your news source? Zero Hedge, Forex Live, Squawk, just the usual ones. Nothing that's paid for. Obviously, you want the most up to date. You probably go with Squawk. Global markets, how we doing, guy? How we doing, buddy? Like Squawk, you can get free with some brokers. Run Squawk is a paid for one. But yeah, these are news feeds that you can get. So, Surly, how we doing? Ooh, bit late for you, isn't it? Or should I say early? What is it about? Was it 1 a.m. for you? Gold daily target was 3350 area before Agent Orange opened his Squawk box. Love it. Agent Orange. 10:32. Oh, right. Okay, so you're 10 out. I thought you were more than that. Yeah, I thought you were further ahead. It's only 9 hours. Can you change the screen to MT4? It is? No? It's been on MT4 for a while for you, I think. Um, okay, so yeah, we're gonna sit and wait for this gold gold buys as well. We could look for gold buys above this high. there we go. Put gold buys in. Let's put partial TPs, 150. 33.45. Stop loss 33. No, that's 22. 33.45. Okay. Edit. Oh no. Okay, so looking to continue the rally with gold, we've got comics just opened 4 minutes ago. Wish 3. I can't see these messages that come through on TikTok, so if you feel like I'm being ignorant, I do apologize. I can't see them all. Lead Hunt, the Bullseye, Sophie, how are we doing, guys? So we've just placed a buy stop on gold above the 30-minute high, and we've got a sell stop on the DAX underneath the 15-minute low. So let's see how these markets prevail. But I only expect further upside on the DAX, on gold, and more downside on the NASDAQ and DAX. So any rally, I'm looking at selling on the indexes, on the DAX and the NASDAQ, and any sort of failed rally, I'm looking at buying on gold. So you can see how this candle's pushed up, rejected. I'm just looking for it to break the high. Tafe Daily wants to co-host. Again, sorry guys, because I'm on YouTube. I'm not sure what you want me to co-host with. JP, there we go. Right, trades triggered. And there we go. That is TP1 hit, 20 pips up, stops at break even. See if we can get to TP2. So we just banked 15 pips there, guys, and now stop losses at break even. So we're risk free. How many of you took that with me? How many of you took that with me? Just about to hit TP2, 30 pips with a bit of luck. Ooh. There we go. T2, 30 pips banked. Lovely. All right. Just let it run now. So yeah, easy pips there, guys. On TikTok, anyone take the trade? I'm just gonna let it go now. Yeah, exactly. We've done the hard work. What am I looking for? All right, I'm just getting rid of this. I'm gonna close the DAX down now because job's done. Makes no odds now what happens. I'm just looking at this on the lower time frames just to see if there's anything we can do with where we should be keeping our stops. But look, market went 30 pips in our favor. We'll just leave it now, and hopefully we can have 100 pips out of it or something. And if we can, fantastic. 100 pips will take us to about $70 up on the day. So I'm just going to move something here. Oh, I just realized it. So I'm just going to, now I'm just moving the stop loss down a little bit just to put a target in up there. Don't care where it is. All right, put that back up, entry. There we go. So all I did was move the stop loss down so I could just drag it up and just put a take profit somewhere in the region of 33.74. I mean, that's probably how many pips do we want? 100. So bring it down to 67. There we go. So if it gets there, happy days. 100 pips banked. Who else we got in on YouTube today? We banked 15, then we banked 30, and now we're just letting it run. Now, yeah, easy pips here, guys. Just follow where the market momentum is. And all we did was we traded a failed rally and bought the high of it. Hey Sid, how we doing? How's Jamaica? Uh, Pushing up towards 40 pips now. There we go, there's 40 pips. So look, we've broken the high on this candle here. So look, let's just lock in some profit. I don't care where it goes, but we want it to keep, in theory, going higher. Hot like hell. Oh, I'm envious. Well, saying that actually, we've been quite lucky with the weather here. Let's just, I'm gonna pop that up a bit. There we go. I'm about to get. There we go. And we're stopped out. So day's done. Okay, that's me done for the day now. Um, yeah, but I mean, look, we've come on. We've been on stream for half an hour and we've banked 15, 30, and then 15. So you're gonna finish up net around 25 pips for the day or for the session. So let me know who got that trade. I'm always gonna keep taking the stop up, especially when you're this far up. Uh, okay, we've got a few more people just coming in on TikTok. So hi guys. Yeah, we've just closed our gold trade out there. We just had 30 pips out of gold. Andrew was at work. I bagged a good trade earlier this morning, so I'm done with the week on 4%. Lovely, Sid. Great week, mate. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, well, I'm done for the day now. Well, done for the week, isn't it? It's Friday. What's everyone got planned? Right, while we're here, let's go back to Trading View. And we'll switch screens. We've done the biz. One one trade, take profit. So guys, if you're on YouTube, please make sure you give it a share and a like. Let people know how many pips you banked because it is definitely worth turning up to YouTube because we have an incredible strike rate of profitability on here. So if you do have afternoons free, guys, or you are free around 1 o'clock, then make sure you get yourself registered on YouTube, subscribe, come and join us. We're on most days, Monday to Friday, around 1 o'clock, 1 to 1:15. Come and join us. We have a superb strike rate. As you see there, we plotted two trades, um, mapped it out perfectly, and boom, secured the profits and done. Um, Now the DAX, if the DAX does push a bit higher, and then we get a seller candle, could be something nice to look for a beep. Be good to uh, get on, uh, let's say, at least another one or two bullish candles, and then see a 15-minute bearish candle for a nice BPC trade. I think that'll be, yeah, other than that, I'm not really, gold, obviously, I think you're going to see more upside, but I'm done. We scaled out. We took our 15 and 30. Where can it go to? I mean, look, there's plenty of room to the upside to 34.27. So you do have plenty of room on the daily chart for it to keep going. Looking at the 4 hour, we've broken structure. Next structure on the 4 hour is, let's have a look at the hourly. Okay, so it's right on the money now. If you look here, previous support, previous resistance, you're literally in this zone now where, in theory, it could pause. And if it does, then fantastic. Look for the market to rotate lower and then buyers to come back in. So exact opposite trade of what we're looking for on the DAX and the NASDAQ. Here I'm looking for a couple of seller candles to come in, followed by a buyer candle, and then would look to for a wick down and then buy the break of the high. So very simple process. Oh, look at that. Sid already done his goal for the year from trading. Well done, mate. Great effort. Great effort. Um, uh, well, guys, I'll tell you what I'm going to do because it's Friday and we're looking at 145, 146. At 2 o'clock, I'm going to close off. There's no point sticking around and keeping you all here. But I will. What time frame is that? Okay, so gold on the 5 minute looks like, yeah, a similar kind of setup, but I wouldn't trade it here just based on we haven't had a pullback and we're close to resistance. But very, very similar. This I would trade this on a higher time frame. This is what I call like a failed pullback. You got the market come up, sellers have come in, they've tried to push price down, and then it fails to do anything. So you just buy the break of that high as we're in a strong trend, and look what's happening. If it does, I would expect then you would just go on and see your 10 pips, 20 pips easily attained. God, a lot of people that have come in. So, anyone looking at anything else? See, this would be the type of thing that I would look for. Um, I'd expect the NASDAQ to keep dropping. So I'd just be looking for a close below 20,715. That's what I'd be looking for. Yeah. So look for a close below that area. Daily target reached. I'm out on gold, 4% this week, 8% last week. Awesome. Well done, Terry. Well done, Terry. Guys, if you're online, um, you know, how do I do this? Copy link. No, no, I wanted to write something. How do I do that? Not sure I can. Uh, can I can I write stuff and put text on? Poll gift, draw guess. Nah, doesn't look like it. Right, we're waiting. Oh, 11 minutes. 11 minutes, and you might have a setup, guys. So I reckon if this candle closes bearish, next candle wicks up, you sell the low of this candle. Uh, but like I said, I'm done for the day and done for the week. So guys, if you're done for the day and the week, well done. Enjoy the weekend. Here in the UK, we've got bank holiday, so it's a long weekend. Um, but I can't see the markets making a speedy recovery after the last comment from Trump with the 50% tariffs on the EU. So yeah, don't expect to see any recovery today. I think it'll just be one way today, which will be a continuation lower, or as we say for gold, a continuation higher. They are inverted opportunities, one being risk and the other one being a safe haven. The safe haven gold is why you'd expect it to continue to push higher while there's uncertainty lying around the markets with tariffs, etc. Um, on On gold, yeah, probably going to see the previous all-time highs matched, based on the current appetite and the data that's coming out of the US isn't strong, is it? I mean, look, they got downgraded last Friday, so they've lost all their AAA ratings. So now it's just right. Where do investors put their cash? Don't want to leave it in dollars, don't want to invest in dollars. Um, so flight to safety is definitely pointing towards gold. So it's just making the appetite for gold a little bit stronger. To be fair, guys, if you're trading the 15-minute, nice big momentum candle here, next candle's wick down. It would have to break the high on this candle though. So if this candle closes bearish, this would be a failed rejection or failed sell-off. If by placing a buy order above the seller candle, you got 9 minutes to wait. So sorry, what is the other news site? I got Zero Hedge. So Zero Hedge, Forex Live, Squawk. So there's a few different squawks. Um, all right, guys. On that note, I'm gonna have to go now. That's the end of the stream. There's no more trades for me today, so I'm just gonna wish you all a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to seeing you in the next. Look forward to seeing you next week. Tuesday it will be. All right, guys. Bye bye.